Hey guys, Boz here. Wanted to do another video to show you what I think might be the best video editor out there that's free. It does have a paid option, but it's very, very capable and it's free version. And I think it'll suffice for what most of you guys would ever need. It would work beautifully for me. I'm kind of in tune with the one I always use. But let me go through real quickly some of these. I first started doing videos with Windows Live Movie Maker, which is part of Windows Essentials. Beginning of this year, Microsoft stopped distributing it. You can still find it on like cnet.com, their download.com or whatever it's called. If you Google, you can find it. It's not very powerful. I use Adobe Premiere Elements. I only have version 13. That's what I do my videos with. I've not really seen any reason to upgrade. It's 99 bucks, I think, retail. You can get it cheaper on Amazon. I've talked about Lightworks before. Very professional, very good editor. It's a little bit tricky to get used to. It's got some things I really liked, but the free version of this doesn't do anything above 720p. So it's not very good if you're wanting to do higher resolutions, unless you only care about things like Vimeo, because I guess you can do 1080p and 4K. But you do need to pay for it with either a monthly fee or a one-time fee for the current version if you want to get to some of the more capable features. And I really want to be able to do 1080p 60, so Lightworks not an option. Film Express is free. They have some paid versions, I believe, like paid options to put in it. It does work. It seems to be a little bit buggy for me. I know Kama used it when he did the Christmas videos, that 12 Days of Christmas or whatever. But he had some rendering issues. Could have been him, or it could have been the program. I kind of think the program is a little bit buggy, but it is free. I'll put links to all these things in the video if you really want to check all of them out. I just did a video about a month or two ago about KDN and Live. This is free, Mac, Windows, Linux. Film Express, I think, is just Windows, might be Mac. Lightworks, obviously Mac, Windows, Linux. Windows Movie Maker, only Windows, and Adobe Premiere Elements has a Windows and Mac version. But this one's free. It's open source. No paid options. It works pretty darn well. It's got some bugs, though. I've had some crashes. Some other people said they've had crashes. It's getting better and better. It's open source, so it'll get worked on. A really professional program, Blender, 100% free. There is no paid option. You can, I think, probably pay for like support and stuff. But it's more of a Pixar level animation tool, but it does have editing capabilities. If you can figure out how to use it, it's very powerful, but it's not a straightforward video editor package like you would see the non-linear video editors, but it is very capable if you can figure it out. But we're going to look at DaVinci Resolve by Blackmagic Design. This program is a free option and a paid option. Let me scroll down way down here to that information. This thing is very, very powerful. The DaVinci Resolve 12.5 free version you can download for Mac, Windows, and Linux. And you can do SD, HD, and Ultra HD. So that means you can even go above a 1080p. So you can do 720p, 1080p, all for free. If you want to get into some of the professional features, it's going to cost you $1,000. But that would be if you want to have multiple GPU support for your rendering. You want to do 4K or HDR grading in your videos. These are some features that I don't think most people are going to care about, at least in today's video market. But this version, very, very capable, very, very powerful. So let's go ahead and run it. I did install it already. It's a simple install. The only question it had for me was, do you want the Adobe Premiere Elements style editing, which I chose because I'm familiar with Adobe. You can choose any of those options, but this is the project manager. So we're going to create a new project and we're going to just call it test. We're going to go through this pretty quick. We're going to select it. And you can see here, when you first come up, you're in your media storage. And right now I have no clips. This is two videos from the Arcade Beast Week 2. I'm going to just drag those in. You can see it already says, hey, these clips are a different frame rate than the current project. I'm going to say change it to that. And if these are 1080p 60 FPS, and if we go under the file project settings, you can see 1080p 60. So it automatically changed to that format. You can see I got my two videos here. I'm going to go to the editing tool. You'll use this to edit. Color would be, I think, if you want to do colorization to your video, and then deliver is how you would generate the final video. So we're going to go to editing. We're going to go through this really quick because it's pretty simple to get used to. If we go back to our media pool here, you can see the two videos. Let's just drag them down here, the one video, and here we have it. Now you can see we've got 4 audio tracks to go along with this. If you don't remember, I record 4 audio tracks. I actually record 5 now, but I don't have it. This one didn't have that format. So this first track here, this is the game sounds. This next track is the players talking. This track is me talking. And this track here would be music, but I wasn't playing any. That way, like if I stream and I have music playing for people, I can take that out when I make a video for YouTube and use, like on Twitch, I can use copyrighted music or like clips of stuff, but on YouTube you'll get tagged for that. So we're gonna just delete these extra tracks. We don't really care about them. We're gonna get rid of everything except for the game sounds. And if we play it here, you can hear the game sounds. So we've got our thing here. Let's go into our cut mode here. We're going to switch over to the cutter here, kind of like the razor blade. We're going to do a little cut there. We're going to do a little cut here. We're going to go ahead then and get rid of the front and back, just so we have just a tiny track. We don't need a lot of space here. Let's shrink that in here so at least we can see it. So we've got a little video clip here, but let's go into the effects library. And there's audio, video transitions and things, but there's also text. And let's just grab a text track, stick it there. You can click it, and then let's just say, that was cool. And you can adjust the font. You can, bold. You can make it bigger. Whatever you want to do. And we can just for the heck of it, let's do a center wipe between these two. So now when you hit play, boop. All right, so we've got our lovely little video here. And we can go back to the media thing here. And you can see it's got like a name timeline. Let's just call, because it basically is now, this has become, in a sense, a media pool. So like say you were doing an intro to your website, or you were doing an intro to your video, you could make that intro and then keep that. And then instead of having to redo the intro every time, you could just drag that part in to your next video. But we're going to just take this and we're going to just call it test sample. And then, we've already edited our test sample here. It's beautiful. You can see here it says test sample, but we're going to deliver this bad boy. So you can see here, we've got different options. You can do custom renderings, YouTube, Vimeo, Final Cut Pro, Premiere. We want to do YouTube, and let's do 1080p. We've already got it here. It defaults to test sample, and it defaults to the YouTube video where we had our samples. And you can see now we've got our video settings. When you select this 1080p, this is probably a great setting for anyone who wants to upload to YouTube. The only thing I like to do, and I do this because I have really fast internet. We have gigabit fiber, so I have a gigabit down and like 250 megabits up. I like to change this to 50,000 instead of 10. But if you have really bad internet when it comes especially to your upload speed, you may want to keep it at 10. And if your videos take way too long to upload, you can drop it down some. You might want to do 720p instead also, and then go with that. But I find this to give me the best quality. YouTube will downsample it for all the different resolutions, but I like to deliver the best quality to them I can. And once you've got it picked, add to the render queue. You can see it pops up over here. Start the render, and it's rendering the video. This is going to go really quick. Let me bring this over. As it's doing it, you can see the test sample movie is getting created. And there it is. Let's just run it. Go full screen. And there's our video. So really good tool, really easy to use. Links in the description of the video for all this, but I really like DaVinci Resolve. Check it out. And hey, you get really famous with it, you can drop $1,000 on it. And Avlati, if you're watching this still, why don't you order this for me on Amazon, please? And I'll make cool videos of killing floor just for you. But anyway, guys, take care, and we'll see you next video.